bonding in CH2 double bond NH. If we open this structure, CH2 double bond NH, nitrogen belongs to group number 5A. That's why it contains 5 electrons in its outermost shell. 1 2 in these lone pairs, 3 4 5. Carbon belongs to fourth group. 1 2 3 4. It contains 4 electrons in its outermost shell. Nitrogen, how can you define that nitrogen shows sp2 hybridization? If nitrogen is bonded with 2 atoms, 1 and 2, if nitrogen is bonded with 2 atoms or 2 group of atoms, then it shows sp2 hybridization always. And when carbon makes double bond, it shows sp2 hybridization. It means in this molecule carbon and nitrogen both shows sp2 hybridization. Nitrogen 1s2 2s2 2px 2p1 2py 2pz 1 1 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, in this molecule, as nitrogen is showing sp2 hybridization, so 1s and 2p atomic orbitals of nitrogen atom will mix together to form 3 sp2 hybrid orbitals. Here 1s and 2p, 1s and 2p atomic orbitals will mix together to form 3 equivalent sp2 hybrid orbitals. Each contains 1 electron. No, this one contains 2 electrons as lone pair. This one contains 1 electron. This one has 1 electron. This nitrogen has one unhybridized 2pz orbital also. Next, carbon electronic configuration is 1s2 2s2 2px 2py 2pz 2 to 4 5 and 6 in ground state, but in excited state one of this low energy orbital electron is jumped into high energy orbital. That's why in excited state its electronic configuration becomes like this: 2s1 2px1 2py1 and 2pz1. In sp2 hybridization, 1s and 2p atomic orbitals will mix together to form 3 sp2 hybrid orbitals of carbon atom. There are 3 sp2 hybrid orbitals of nitrogen and 3 sp2 hybrid orbitals of this carbon atom. Okay, now nitrogen, it has 3 sp2 hybrid orbitals. Hybrid orbitals are shown in this single lobe. 3 sp2 hybrid orbitals, and carbon also has 3 sp2 hybrid orbitals. One, it overlaps with the nitrogen. 2 and 3, there are 3 sp2 hybrid orbitals of carbon as well. So sp2 hybrid orbital of carbon and sp2 hybrid orbital of nitrogen will linearly overlap to form sigma bond. Each hybrid orbital of carbon contains 1 electron, and each hybrid orbital of nitrogen contains 1 electron except this one. Means one of the 3 sp2 hybrid orbitals, one is having lone pair of electron and other 2 keep 1 electron. This will overlap with the 1s orbital of hydrogen. Here carbon will overlap with the 1s orbital of hydrogen. Here also sp2 hybrid orbital of carbon overlap with 1s orbital of hydrogen. Okay, sp2 of carbon and s of hydrogen. sp2 of nitrogen and s orbital of hydrogen. This sp2 hybrid orbital of nitrogen has 2 electrons, means pair of electrons. Okay, as lone pair of electron. So after showing this one, lone pair of electron, okay, over here each of these nitrogen and carbon have unhybridized p orbitals, 2pz and 2pz. Unhybridized orbitals are shown in double loop. Unhybridized 2pz orbital of nitrogen has 1 electron, and unhybridized 2pz orbital of carbon atom also has 1 electron. 1 and 1. These unhybridized p orbitals will parallelly overlap and will form pi bond. Okay, carbon nitrogen, as by the sp2 overlap, sigma bond is formed, and by the 2pz and 2pz unhybridized p orbitals, always pi bond is formed. Okay, sp2 hybrid orbital of nitrogen overlap with s orbital of hydrogen and form sigma bond. This one is also sp2 s overlap sigma bond. Here is also sp2 s overlap sigma bond is formed. sp2 s overlap sigma bond is formed. This is molecule of CH2 double bond NH2, showing the bonding in this complete molecule.